Okay, here we go again. I want to share with you all my joint mobility warm-up routine. This is something I do pretty much every day, and it is my pre-warm-up ritual, I guess, for lack of a better term. But this is what I do even before I get into my warm-up. I just go through all my joints, from my wrists to my neck, my shoulders, hips, knees, ankles, feet, pinky toes, pinky fingers, all the knuckles. I really just try to get a good warm up and move every single joint in my body around. We'll talk about this later, but for now, I want to show you how it's done. We start off with the wrists, make fists, hold them out in your hands right here. You're just going to nice, easy circles. Just kind of go back and forth, do a couple each rotation, or a couple rotations each way. That's kind of how I like to do it. And I just kind of start off with smaller circles. You know, just keep my fists like there. And then I kind of get my circles a little bit bigger, and I just do a couple each. And I'm going to go through this kind of quick. I don't want to go through each and every however many repetitions I usually do, because it usually takes me 5 to 10 minutes to do this routine. It's also a great routine if you're just getting started or you want to just learn how to get in better health in general. This is where you want to start. Start with just working, just getting used to getting your joints warmed up and mobilized. It's a great way to start learning how to move your body around and have it just a daily check-in with all your joints, because if all your joints are feeling good, you're gonna be a lot better long term. So let's continue. Once we do some wrist circles like that, we're just gonna open and close our hands. Nice and easy. And this is very beginners. I do some extra stuff, but this is something I wanna show just for beginners getting started. Kind of turn your hands up like this. Do it another way. Do a few more wrist circles with your hands facing upwards. Okay, that should do it for now. I want to move on to the shoulders. Just do some nice shoulder circles. Kind of shrug it up, back and forth. Okay, do a few one way going backwards. Do a few the other way going forwards. And if you're doing these, just do them however long you feel you need to do them to get them moving good and feeling good. All right? Now we're going to get more into our shoulders, arms all the way out. We're going to turn our hands up, and we're just going to kind of rotate our elbows. So think of like making your elbows face up and turning your elbows so they face down. So you'll feel a nice stretch in your shoulders. Really good exercise for people who sit all day. I do a lot of sitting all day. I used to drive trucks. I sat all day, driving 500-600 miles a day. Now we're doing the same, kind of keeping the arms the same. Now we're going to do the opposite. Okay, one arm like this, and just going to go back and forth. So each shoulder is turning, you're kind of turning each shoulder joint the opposite way. Just nice shoulder rotations. Okay, now we're going to cane up like this, hands up, keep your elbows in place as much as you can, and just hands up and down, just like this. Okay, same idea, just kind of nice shoulder rotations. Once again, I spend a little bit more time on my shoulders because it's just important. I have long arms, so my shoulders take a lot of beating, whatever I do, with how much I train. And then same as before, one arm up, go the opposite way. Just like this. Do that until you feel your shoulders getting a nice little pump of blood in the shoulder joints. I'm going to move on to our neck. Turn your chin side to side. Like a big heck no. That's what we're doing. I usually do 10 to 20 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when it comes to the neck, go nice and easy. If you're kind of new to these, just go nice and easy. Just turn. Just feel it nice and easy. And then we're going to go up and down like a big yes movement. Go up and down. This is great stuff for you. Now, ears. We're not going to warm up our ears. What I meant to say is we're going to take our head and just kind of go side to side like this, turning each ear towards our shoulder. Okay? Do that a few more times. Now, do neck circles. Go real easy on these if you haven't done it before. Just nice and easy. Just nice, slow circles. Okay? And just do a few in each direction. I kind of, it's hard to talk me do these. I've been doing these for a while, so my neck rotations are kind of big. But just go easy. Get a nice stretch all the way around, but go nice and easy. All right? Now we're going to move down to our hips. Feet nice and wide apart. Here we go. And I just want to push the hips one way And I'm not very flexible with these, so you don't see a lot of movement. And keep your legs straight, but just kind of push. You'll feel a nice stretch all up in here, all up through your hips. Okay, and just start there for now. Now, bend forward at the waist, hinge at the hips. So don't round your back or anything like that. Just hinge at the hips and just bend straight down, kind of like you'll see here. See, I'm not bending over like this. I'm keeping the back nice and straight. I'm just hinging at the hips. So, come forward to here. Big, nice wide circles. Now, swing your hips, for lack of a better term, one way to the other. Okay, do that a few times. Now start coming around in complete circles. You feel a nice stretch through your hips and your hamstrings. Do a few of these, one way, one direction or the other. Once again, nice thing about this routine, you can pretty much do it anywhere. Like I'm in a hotel room in Siem Reap, Cambodia, and this is what I do every morning before I get going with my mobility and strength and handstand routine that I do every morning. All right, that's good there. So I'll do a few of those, kind of play around with it, see how it feels. Go down to our knees, feet together, crouch down a little bit, put your hands right on top of your knees. We're just gonna go nice circles, nice easy circles. Do about, I don't know, 8 or 10 of these each direction. I'm just gonna do a few as an example. Just like that. Now, we move down our ankles and our feet. Lift one foot up. Stand on one leg, keep one leg straight. Raise it up as far as you can, just to kind of play around and see if you can get a little bit of a hamstring stretch in there. It's about what it takes for me. Now lower your foot down a little bit, right above the floor, and just do some ankle. I'll raise it up so you can see a little better. And just kind of rotate your ankles around like this. Okay? And just do that 3 or 4 times each direction. And then really flex your toes back, make a fist, back, fist, back, fist. Now just take your foot side to side, up and down. And just kind of move it's called dorsiflexion. And just one step back so you can see a little better on the next one. Once again, raise your foot up. This is also good for developing some basic balance. Okay? Raise your foot up enough, keep the leg straight, try to get a little stretch in the hamstrings. Doesn't take much for me because I'm not very flexible. Just, do it whatever order you want. Sometimes I just do side to side. I'll flex the feet, extend the toes, and then do some circles. Well, a little bounce. All right. And just a few each. You don't have to get too serious, especially if you're just starting out. Okay, that's the basic routine. Now, I do some other stuff on top of that, but that's the basic routine. It's going to get you going. It's going to get you starting. If you're just starting out with fitness, you're a beginner, or maybe you've never really done much of a joint health and warm-up routine before, get started with this. If you're just starting out with fitness, I really try to focus on advice for men 40 and above, who are kind of more or less beginners when it comes to fitness. They don't have much athletic experience or fitness experience, but they know they need to start doing something. So this is where you want to start. A routine like this. Do this. Take about 5 minutes every morning. Do a routine like this. And then once you've been doing that for a little while, you've built a nice solid habit, add a nice simple full body exercise like the A-frame to squat that I showed the other day. If you can get going on that, and you can stay consistent for a while, a few weeks, you'll be well on your way to getting healthier, moving your body better, and just starting to live a better overall, healthier life. But it all starts with the joints. Like I said, this is just a great way to kind of check in with your body. Since I train every day, and I do stuff way beyond this, this is important for me to just check in with my body. Is my body feeling good? Are the joints feeling good? Do I have any weird tweaks or soreness anywhere that needs to be addressed? And if everything's feeling good with this, then I can continue on. If you're just starting out again, just do this. Take 5 minutes. Work on building the habit. The most important thing. I think that'll do it for now. Hope you guys like this. Give it a try. I think it'll make you start feeling better in the long run. I know it will. Let's get to it. Talk to y'all later.